We have some big news right now. The chairman of the Nobel Committee was asked, well, why didn't Donald Trump get the Nobel Peace Prize? And how did his campaigning impact your decision? And his response was really telling. He essentially said that the campaigning did nothing. And in fact, they sit in a room with other Nobel laureates making a decision, and they only give Nobel Peace Prizes to those with courage and integrity.
Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. No, he was not a good president.
Even though I know you wanted it, I'm sorry, Trumpy. You didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Maga, how are you doing this morning? You really didn't think that that orange bastard was gonna win the Nobel Peace Prize, right? That prize is reserved for people who want to preserve peace, democracy, who are for helping others in need.
President Trump's missed out on the Nobel Peace Prize this year he's been angling to win. The award's gone to Venezuelan politician Maria Corina Machado, who's been praised for uniting the country's opposition and pushing for free elections. Trump spent years saying he deserves the honour, but the committee didn't agree. Experts say his public campaigning for the prize may actually have worked against him. For now, Machado takes the spotlight, and Trump's wait for the Nobel.
Chairman or the leader of the Nobel Committee had something to say without really saying it. What he basically said was that, when we make the decision who we're going to give the Nobel Prize to, we're in a room surrounded with portraits of people with courage and integrity. Those were his exact words. Courage and integrity. Two things Donald Trump has zero of. The man has no courage. The man has no integrity at all. So, in other words, what he was saying, without saying it, is Donald Trump will never, ever win the Nobel Prize under any circumstances. Because the two things that he brought up, courage and integrity, Donald Trump has none of. And that's exactly what the man was saying. Yeah, courage and integrity. He basically said it right out loud for everyone to, if you were listening, you heard it. And that was his way of saying Donald Trump is never, ever going to get the Nobel Prize.
It is so funny to watch the MAGA Republicans melt down over Donald Trump not winning the Nobel Peace Prize. The committee announced that they were giving the award to Maria Corina Machado for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and her struggle to achieve a democracy. And that has sent some of the biggest names in MAGA politics over the edge. Laura Loomer said, "Imagine thinking a woman who cries nonstop about Maduro has done more for the world than Trump. What a joke." Megyn Kelly said Roger Ailes never even allowed anyone to submit for an award because he understood how meaningless they were. It's so funny that they're calling it meaningless, because if Trump would have won the award, they'd say it's the best thing ever. Stephen Chung, a senior advisor to Trump, said the Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace. I don't know. Benny Johnson even cited Vladimir Putin to back up his argument, because Putin said that the award has lost all credibility. What? All day, the MAGA fans have been in a total spiral. And look, I'm going to be honest with you, I've enjoyed every second of it.
We have some big news right now. The chairman of the Nobel Committee was asked, well, why didn't Donald Trump get the Nobel Peace Prize? And how did his campaigning impact your decision? And his response was really telling. He essentially said that the campaigning did nothing. And in fact, they sit in a room with other Nobel laureates making a decision, and they only give Nobel Peace Prizes to those with courage and integrity. And essentially said that their decision-making was based solely on that, whether an individual espouses that courage and that integrity, nothing more, nothing less, and that they get thousands of letters every year of how people want certain individuals to get the Nobel Peace Prize. And based on that conversation, it's pretty clear what the committee thought of the campaigning from the White House, from Donald Trump himself, alluding to the fact that Donald Trump was just not the right person to receive the Peace Prize this year. He probably will never receive the Peace Prize, no matter how much he campaigns or rages online. We still haven't seen his response yet, so spread the word. I'll have updates soon. Follow along, stay up to date on all the...
Let me be the first to tell you that Donald Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize in 2025, and you could even say that he lost to a Venezuelan woman. As you can imagine, my initial reaction was, that is ironic and hilarious, until I realized who Maria Machado is, and that this is still quite an interesting choice in my opinion. Maria Machado is known for being Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's loudest and most public critic. Despite Nicolas Maduro's history, we all are acutely aware at this point of the Trump administration's standoff with the Venezuelan government in regards to drug smuggling gangs. In fact, Donald Trump's been a fan of Maria Machado for a while now. He started out recognizing the opposition politician as the legitimate winner of the 2024 elections that was also backed by Maria Machado. And according to mainstream news sources, there's rumors that Maria Machado is being hidden in a U.S. embassy in Venezuela. She's also been a vocal supporter of the military pressure that the U.S. and the Trump administration is putting on the Maduro regime, saying that what we're doing in the Caribbean to these supposed drug smuggling boats is a necessary measure towards the restoration of popular sovereignty in Venezuela. Trump is such a fan of her work, in fact, that he went so far as to threaten the entire Venezuelan government and everyone in Maduro's cabinet after they arrested Machado for leading an anti-government protest in Caracas earlier this year. I'm clarifying this for personal and professional reasons for anyone that wants to jump in my comment section and say otherwise. I'm not a fan of Nicolas Maduro, and I'm sure there are things that Maria Machado has done for the people of Venezuela and for preserving democracy in Venezuela that are deserving of adoration and praise. I just think that Maria Machado is an interesting choice for this year, considering her relationship with the Trump administration, how much support she has received from the Trump administration, and how much support the Trump administration has received from her. And I think it's completely appropriate and acceptable to be asking these questions and feeling these skeptical feelings about this decision, while also acknowledging that she may, in some aspects, deserve the prize in and of itself. Personally, I feel like Greta Thunberg would have been a much more appropriate choice. She would have been my pick, but what do I know? I'm just a music teacher and stay-at-home mom. I almost hate to put this out there because it feels too on the nose, but this feels like a way for the committee to avoid giving Donald Trump the prize while also still finding a way to stroke his ego somehow and avoid his wrath, which I'm not a huge fan of.
During the past months, U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly said he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and he'd like to have it. He even said that it would be an insult to the United States if he doesn't get it. What does as the chairman of the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, think of this?
In the long history of the Nobel Peace Prize, I think this committee have seen any type of campaign, media attention. We receive thousands and thousands of letters every year of people wanting to say what for them leads to peace. This committee sits in a room filled with the portraits of all laureates, and that room is filled with both courage and integrity. So we base only our decision on the work and the...
Can we talk about how insane this is? I'm sure by now you've heard that Donald Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize. Surprise, surprise, right? Of course, that orange piece of shit was never going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. But some of the reaction to him not winning the Peace Prize, it just shows you how insane, really, the entire world is now that the United States has elected this criminal as president. Let me read just a little bit of a Bloomberg article for you. Here's the headline: World awaits blowback as the Nobel slips from Trump's hands. In awarding the Peace Prize to Maria Corina Machado of Venezuela, the Norwegian Nobel Committee recognized, quote, a woman who keeps the flame of democracy burning amid a growing darkness. Now just take that sentence for a minute. Can you think of anything that is more opposite, just the complete opposite of Donald Trump? Everything that Donald Trump is not, or everything that Donald Trump hates, a woman who keeps the flame of democracy burning amid a growing darkness? Donald Trump is the growing darkness. Let me continue. It's hard to predict how that will go down with a U.S. president who famously prefers to keep the spotlight on himself. To Donald Trump, the announcement that the Nobel Peace Prize has once again been awarded to someone else risks registering as the latest ignominy in a lifetime of rejection by elites. The question is how he might register that indignation. And I just want to read one final little part of this thing here. This is where it really is insane. In Norway, politicians are bracing for the possibility Trump might punish the country through tariffs or targeting the country's sovereign wealth fund. More generally, world leaders will be watching to see if the loss drives Trump away from joint diplomatic efforts. I mean, just think about that. In Norway, politicians are bracing for the possibility Trump might punish the country because he didn't win a peace prize. The headline of this: world awaits blowback from the President of the United States, who is butthurt because he didn't win a peace prize. I mean,
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your lovely host, Beryl. Thank you all for those who've been able to subscribe to my channel. For all new viewers, please hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate you for being here. So you know what exactly is going on, right? Hey, you've seen the video compilation that I've showed you, right? Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize or the Nobel Awards. He didn't win shit. He just won the election. Yes. So you've seen the white hilarious video reactions of how people are behaving on this channel, on exactly how people are taking it, right? So why people are really reacting differently to his failure to win the Nobel that he thought he deserved. He thought he deserved this. And you know, before someone wins a Nobel Prize, there are a lot of circumstances that have to be followed. There are a lot of procedures, there are a lot of evidence and all that. He's making America great again, apparently, but the ICE raids and all that, the tariffs, farmers are crying out here. Florida people are crying out here. Tariffs are high. China is having trade wars with the United States. Things are bad. People cannot afford the economic situations that they have at hand. According to you, do you think Trump deserves to get a Nobel Award? Do you think he deserves it? And sadly, the whole world thinks he doesn't deserve it. But I know there are MAGA supporters who believe that he deserves it. Please feel free to comment and tell me what you think about this issue. Not that he did not win any Nobel Prize. Obama did win one, and it's making him feel so angry. Like, he's even saying how much Obama made America not great and all those issues that he brought. Like, he's comparing himself to the Barack Obama that he was. Like, come on, make yourself shine, let people identify you. Obama did so many good things also. The same thing, if you want to win an award, prove yourself to the people. Just don't come here making life harder for people. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's gather around, and what you're about to see is just nothing short of pure unfiltered spectacle in today's why people are just reacting on how Donald Trump did not get the Nobel Prize. And it's crazy how much the comment section and the videos are just hilarious. Okay, so spoiler alert, please don't take it personal. It's just a video compilation that I did. So, first up, meet the optimists, those who are loudly just proclaiming he was inevitable, that he was supposed to win, he's done so many good to them, according to them. Those are MAGA supporters, right? And people are like, What do you mean he's done so much good? Like, what has Trump done to you and your family since he became the president? Please feel free to tell me what he has done great. He said he wants to make America great again, right? I might fail to see what he's done to make America great again. Maybe you, as a MAGA supporter, you can identify that. Please feel free to share with me exactly what is going on. So here's where it gets juicier and just funny. He's done so much hatred, just talking and all that. And he deep down he thought he'd win this. Funny, right? Like he believed in himself, which is a good thing. At least you gotta put yourself first, right? But now when you look at the human dignity, human life cycle, the humanity itself, has the president of the United States done so much good compared to the Venezuelan leader who has been given the award? Hmm? Yeah, please tell me on the comment section. Feel free to share with me, guys. Road to 1,000 subs, and we are almost there. So, like, people are saying, MAGA supporters are saying that those who are in that panel of choosing the Nobel Peace Prize committee and all that were biased, that it's political, and they just don't want Trump to ever win anything in life. Personally, I do not. So if I have a team also who see that he doesn't deserve it, I'm so happy about it. I don't know why you're mad. So we have a lot of people like they're mad in the comment section, just sharing out the outburst that they have on how they think Trump should have won, and they're like hilarious, man. So you, wherever you are in whatever part of the world that you are in, please tell me what you think about this. Do you think that Trump really, really did deserve to win this Nobel Prize compared to the Venezuelan leader? I'm so happy for her because one, she's a woman. Two, she stands for democracy, rights, and all those policies, which is something that your president did not do, has not been doing for the longest time, and now you're there. Tariffs are high. Soybeans, China has cut trade links with you. Other countries have also done the same. Like, as a country, where do you think you're headed? As a continent, where do you think you're headed? You as an individual, where are you headed? You supporting him to win this. Do you know before you're selected to win a Nobel award, there are so many considerations of your efforts, of your work, like they have to be visible to the people. You've seen my video compilations of how I can show you how Trump has sent so many ICE raids, and his the way he speaks to the public, vulgar, full of pride, just he doesn't care about democracy. He's just like, if you know you're black, you gotta be deported. If you know you're Hispanic, Latino, name it. So long as you're a minority group of the community, you don't stand a chance to be something in that place. And he's made it very clear, according to me. I don't know what your opinion is. Please, it's a free world. I know you want to say something about this. On the comment section, I want to see you there. I want to see your comments. Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. There's a meltdown of confusion. Others are like saying people just don't like Trump, even though he's doing so much good, taking out those illegal immigrants and all that. But right now, do you know that these MAGA supporters, some of them are just mad? Florida is bankrupt. Not only that, the economy is way down. They don't have tourists coming there because of how racist they are, considering they voted they are the red team, right? You know who I'm talking about? They have the president who gave them so many promises, who hasn't delivered it. When you compare to the Venezuelan leader, she's, according to how people are putting it out there, she is a leader who is there to fight for democracy, a people for the people of the people, right? Someone who knows exactly what the people are feeling, their grievances, and she's trying her best to fight for it. Now, when you have a leader who is so ignorant leader, it pains to see such people still existing in 2025. Anyway, it's just I don't know what to say. It's life, right? So guys, thank you so much. We are at 248. I know we're gonna head to 500 subs because of you. Please, if you're new here, we talk about bold stories and we're not scared to share our honest opinion. Feel free to like, share, repost, comment. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a heart and just a thumbs up. And mind you, if I don't, I still see your comment and I love it, even though it might be different. I care about you. Please take care of yourself. Have yourself a fantastic weekend and week. Please take care of yourself. Bye. Mwah. Bye bye.